In this video, I am going to discuss about how to compute your net worth. Hello everyone, this is Abhijit Misra and welcome to this new video. The first question, what is the meaning of net worth? So net worth is basically the difference between the asset you are having and the liability you are having. If your asset is much more higher than the liability, in such a case you must have a positive net worth. If your liability is much more higher than the asset, in such a case you must have a negative net worth. The second question, so what is the meaning of asset and what is the meaning of liability? Asset is something which brings cash flow to your pocket. Or take the example, if you have a stock, in such a case if the stock price is like growing and you are selling the stock, that means it is bringing a positive cash flow in your life. Same manner, if you are gaining some dividend, in such a case also this is bringing positive cash flow in your life. If you have a rental property or if you have a property or building, in such a case what is happening, the property value is also increasing. That means a positive cash flow it is bringing in future. And second thing, you are getting also some rental amount, that also bringing some positive cash flow in your pocket or in your life. So that is all about asset. What is the meaning of liability? Liability is basically those things which takes cash from your pocket. Example, you are having a building loan or housing loan. In such a case, what is happening, every month you have to pay some interest to the bank, and also at the end of tenure or at the end of the year, you have to pay some principal amount. So that is basically taking money from your pocket. So due to that we call it as a asset. So we call it as a liability. So what is the net worth? Net worth is basically how much you have asset and how much you have liability. The difference is basically called as net worth. The third question, how to compute the net worth? To compute the net worth, what you have to do basically, you have to bring all of your asset and in one sheet and all of your liability in one sheet. So once you bring all the asset and liability, the difference whatever you are getting, so that is basically called as net worth. So in my case what is happening, if you can see, a person is having a land of like 1 lakh and a building whose market value is 2 lakhs. Same manner he is having a stock whose market value is 5 lakhs and he is having a car whose depreciated value is basically 50,000. The total amount of asset, how much it is coming? So land plus building plus stock plus car. So this is coming around 8,50,000. So the asset, the total asset he is having basically 8,50,000. And the liability, what is the liability he is having? He is having a car loan of like 30,000 and he is having a building loan of around 1,50,000. And the total liability he is having around 1,80,000. So how much asset he is having? The total asset he is having around 8,50,000 and the total liability basically car loan, building loan, if you are combining, so that is coming 1,80,000. And if I am deducting the asset with the liability, the net worth is coming 6,70,000. So that is all about the computation of net worth. So again, so how to compute the net worth? You have to bring all of your asset in one area or in one set, and you have to bring all of your liability in one set. So you have to deduct the total amount of asset or total market value of the asset with the total value of the liability. So once you are deducting, then you will come to know how much net worth you are having. And the last question may come your mind, like what about if you are having a negative net worth? So normally what happens whenever we start our life or we start our career at the age of 25, we all have a negative net worth. Example, take the example, Ram is a student and he had taken a loan of around 20 lakhs and right now he has not paid any money to the bank and he just started his career and he has just got a job opportunity. And in such a case he must have a negative net worth. There is no problem at all. But at the age of 50, if you are telling you have a negative net worth because you have a lot of loan, like credit card loan, like that loan, this loan, and you don't have any asset, so that is basically a worry sign. And in the personal finance, if you talk to any financial advisor, so definitely they will tell your financial what you can say net worth or your net worth is not good. So that is basically talk about so this is basically the importance of net worth. So what you have to do, you have to track your net worth every month or every quarter, that you decide as per your scenario you can do. What I do in my case, every month I normally compute my net worth. I have a Google sheet or I have an Excel sheet where I track all my investment and where I also track all my liabilities. And every month or every quarterly I just review that one, and then after I understand whether my net worth is growing or not, or my liability and asset how it is looking or not. So all these things. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and bye.